This is Marlena Garcia, and we are here at the Boston Harbor Distillery, where they make their own spirits. Let's take a look inside and see what's going on. Wow, this place is really cool. The Boston Harbor Distillery was established in 2012 by Rhonda Kellman, a pioneering woman in the beer industry. After a decades-long career at the forefront of the U.S. craft beer movement, she founded Boston Harbor Distillery to produce her first love, whiskey, in her beloved city of Boston.
Yay! Well, that's the wrong two up there. That's our guest for tonight. Hey, Marlena, how you doing?
Hey, it's not April.
Well, you know what's going on right now?
What is it?
Yeah, hold on. Let's bring us all in, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're having technical difficulties tonight because of the rain and the lousy weather that's out there. Yeah. This is our guest, Matt. We were going to have a little banter, Matt, but I guess because I wasn't quite prepared. So welcome, Matt. How you doing?
How's everybody doing tonight?
We're doing pretty good considering.
I know.
I'm going to say considering because, I mean, the Nighttime Awards was like this, and now the show with you in regards to the Nighttime Awards is also, again, just like this big giant deluge outside in Boston for those of you that are watching outside of the area. But, I mean, this is actually part of Hurricane Melissa, too, from what I understand.
Yeah.
It's kind of feeding in, you know? So, well, I'm going to go back to Marlena real quick, okay? And we'll bring, see, I'm doing all the wrong buttons here. I'm really good at this, I swear.
But I do like this setup.
You like the overhead?
A vibe right here.
You like the vibe?
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so I'm going to chat with Marlena. We're going to bring Matt back in just a second. So we are live. That's one of the beauties of live broadcasts is that anything can happen at any time. And apparently our network is being interrupted by the weather. So if we do somehow get disconnected from the intraweb,
everything else didn't count.
Well, we're recording it too, so we're going to give Matt his 15 minutes of fame. Absolutely, maybe a little bit more. I think maybe a little bit more.
We got to.
What's up, Marlena? How was your week?
You know, school, work. It's very redundant. I haven't really been online other than when it's Boston Fashion Awards.
Yeah, we're getting ready for that now.
Yeah.
People need to know about this, okay? What's the date?
Today is...
No, not today.
What?
The date of the Fashion Awards.
Oh, right. November 10th.
Promote.
Yes,
that's what we got to do all the time.
You know, I've been doing a lot of back scenes, so it's like I'm very excited what's going to happen the night of. So many people are on board. The support that we have this year is phenomenal. Everybody's coming to us at different angles on what they want to contribute and how they want to spend their time with us and volunteer. Mm-hmm. So I'm very thankful and grateful for all the people that are wanting to just show up and even the models, us, you know, we're going to sleep very late and waking up very early.
Oh, yes, indeed.
To just do life. So, I mean, I'm excited.
We put these two award shows close to each other because this is award season right now, you know.
Yeah.
So last year we had the Nighttime Awards after the Fashion Awards.
Right.
This year we wanted to put it before because I'll be honest, we need December off. We just need a break after Swim Boston, Nighttime Awards, and then Boston Fashion Awards.
You can call us insane.
Yes.
I can say, I can validate that.
I definitely am. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Because you're working with me, it's just going to be, you know, you're naturally following in the insanity footsteps.
Well, there's a difference. I'd rather be part of people that are motivated, determined, instead of in a different realm of what
we definitely don't sit on our butts, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm aligned.
Yes. And actually, let's be honest. Time goes by so fast when we're doing these things. We don't even realize the clock is ticking so rapidly. And just next thing you know, we're there. And the same thing happens each and every year. Oh, we get plenty of time. Next thing you know, we're there. It doesn't take long to go from point A to point B to point C.
No, event planning is not for everybody.
Exactly. It comes on quick.
And if you can do it, congratulations, because it's not for the weak.
A lot of T's to cross, a lot of I's to dot. Absolutely. So we're 11 days out right now.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of voting, so please vote. BostonFashionAwards.com/voting.html. Just go to BostonFashionAwards.com.
And go to Boston Fashion Awards. Thank you to everybody that's staying tuned, giving us positive vibes, giving positive energy towards this event. considering everything that's going on right now. I know you heard us a little bit what we had to say last week, but it is following to this week, and I'm really grateful, and I can't thank you guys enough for your gratitude.
We had fun with Angela last week.
Yeah.
Angela's coming back next week, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to do another special edition about the Fashion Awards. But tonight's about the Nighttime Awards, as you can see in the lower left, which we still had a great night, regardless and despite the weather and the nor'easter. It's almost like the same thing again tonight. But it still had a certain high-quality, high-energy vibe, and people were having the time of their life. They were having some fun. I didn't have enough time to get some B-roll for tonight, but in some of the future shows that we have Nighttime Award guests on, or winners, we will show some more, because we did do a full live broadcast that night, and it's still available on Facebook and all the other on-demand platforms that we have. And don't forget, now Facebook deletes them after 30 days. So if you want to check it out on Facebook, do it.
Can't store your stuff anymore on Facebook.
Do it now, because it expires next week.
Yeah.
So do it now. Oh, no, it expires in 2 weeks. Or you can just go to YouTube. It'll always stay there. So YouTube, and now for me, YouTube is the winner. If they know how to keep these videos on for years on their platform, and Facebook has to delete them after 30 days, they lose.
YouTube.
I think that Facebook's whole thing was supposed to be your memories and things like that. Well, you're deleting memories. Come on, guys. Come on, Meta.
No, a lot of people are not happy with
Get your
Meta.
button gear.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but then you can also check it out on our Roku, Amazon, all those TV channels, so all that other stuff.
Yeah.
We don't delete them, because we're in control of those. They can't tell us what to do. That's our own TV channels. So you got to check that out.
We encourage anyone that's in, broadcasting or podcasting, go on YouTube.
We're going to be advocates. We never really paid much attention to YouTube, because Facebook was more socially interactive.
Yeah, and business-wise.
But now
we have a lot of people.
The pendulum is swinging to the other side. YouTube was first, Facebook came next, and then back to YouTube.
Back to YouTube.
Instagram is kind of like, it's good. A lot of people use Instagram. I get that. But when we do a live broadcast on Instagram, instead of 30 days, it's deleted immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's the sense? We can put videos up. They stay there, but not live. So Meta's got to realize that live streaming is the thing. People are live streaming all the time now.
Hey, this is educational.
Well, I was just saying, though, people are live streaming all the time.
Oh, thank you, Pete. He said, hey, Sandra
Pete.
said, got my ticket last week. Been voting every night for my favorite nominees.
Thanks. Keep
Pete
voting.
said, definitely, deaf insane, I know.
By the way.
Thank you for the validation.
Thank you. The voting will continue all the way through next week, through Friday, till Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday at 8 o'clock, that's when everything turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Not midnight, 8 o'clock. Don't forget.
8 o'clock.
We need at least 48 hours to compile everything. And don't forget also, people get confused, but we try to tell them, popular vote and peer vote. Popular vote is 50% weight. Peer vote is 50% weight. Okay, so that way, if anybody does have an amazing following, that's great for you, and it does go in your favor.
Yeah.
But we can't have it to be a runaway. It wouldn't be fair. So the peer voters vote a little bit more objectively, and their peer votes carry a little bit more weight, because there's 50% of them, and there's less peer voters. I think the last time I checked, we're already up to 4,000 votes, which is great. Considering everyone's been busy.
So
we did have a glitch this week too.
We did.
It should have been more than that. So all day yesterday it was a glitch with the server, and it was fixed after 4 or 5 o'clock. So that's back online. Some people thought the voting was over.
Yeah, for the open nominations, we had 1,000 submissions, and then now for the voting process, it's like you said, 4,000. I mean, come on now. You're showing up for your people. This matters. Everyone.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more the next week. I can tell you. But
shout them out, support your people, even if you're like, I already know all these people, it's still show support, and it's valuable, it's important.
Right, exactly. Okay, getting to the matter at hand now. We're going back to the Nighttime Awards.
Yeah.
But don't forget to get your tickets either. That's on Eventbrite, but you can have all those links on the BostonFashionAwards.com page. So, without further ado, Matt, nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you guys too. How's everyone doing?
We're wet.
I know, right? I feel like I bring out the rain.
Well, you brought something. I like the scally cap.
Oh, thank you.
The last person we had here, Dave Russo, who got his award. He's a scally cap guy too.
This is
I've been
Dave
seeing
Russo
it.
Scally.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, classic
You know
Scally
what?
company.
When we were in our Quincy studio, Dave came down for a show one night, and he had all the scally caps with him.
Yeah.
And so we took some pictures.
I wasn't
all the
there for
pictures
that.
on all his pictures are on that are on of his scally caps. We took him into my studio. I took all those pictures. So
Yeah, it's been great. I helped him lift it off the ground. We were at David Ortiz fundraiser in Brookline.
Ah, okay.
I forget the name of the country club there, but even he put one on. We took pictures with him.
Nice.
The New Kids on the Block. It was pretty good taking off. This one's called the Original Six from the NHL.
The original 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna get your camera a little bit better in a second there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
zoom right in.
Zoom right in. Actually, I'm gonna zoom in on you right now. So this is how we are, how live we are. I'm just gonna literally readjust the camera.
We are live.
Yes.
There we go.
But you know,
That's a little
scally
better.
caps have been in. Like I've been seeing even people my age wearing them and like rocking them.
Yeah,
So-
women, children.
Yeah,
It's great.
I love.
Is it more of a Northeast kind of like Boston centric kind of look?
That's what
or
I feel. I cut
maybe
hair.
New York a little bit?
Oh yeah. he
I
did.
cut hair and I cut right next to a Ukrainian gentleman, one of my
Uh-huh.
coworkers, and he told me I remind him of Peaky Blinders. So I'm glad. at
Okay.
least-
I do you remember the movie Newsies?
Yes.
Yes, they were all wearing scally caps, like back in the 30s and stuff. Mm-hmm. That was a Disney movie.
You always
Disney-
say that.
It's
You
a
always
Disney
say that.
one.
He says if it's not my age, oh,
I'm just
Marlena,
saying,
you're excluded.
I didn't say you were excluded. You got to
No,
know
you don't
soul.
have to.
You know more stuff sometimes than I do about some stuff.
Yeah.
Because her mother was always listening to this,
Yeah,
certain type
freestyle,
R&B and all
stuff like
other stuff.
that.
So yeah, I mean, you could have seen it already.
It's
But-
fashion in itself,
It
Marlena.
is.
Yes,
it
it
very
is,
much
isn't it?
is. That's why when he said about the kids and they do have and the little boys wear it, it's like very fancy.
Well,
Very
sometimes I
fancy.
get mistaken for an Uber driver or something.
I like that. That's funny. So you're the manager at Nick's. How long have you been doing the manager at Nick's?
I know we just talked about the weather the night of the awards, and even tonight, I took it over during the first snow squall we had last December, and it was my first show, and I had my best friend, Carolyn Plummer. Don't get mad, Dave Russo, my other best friend in comedy, on the show.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, it was tough because we had to truck through Boston through the slush and snow, and
Yeah.
let's just say the audience wasn't as big as we thought, and then it took off from there.
Oh, that's excellent. And how long has Nick's been around?
Nick's has been around since 1974,
Wow.
and I
was a kid back then.
yeah,
My
and
God.
I was
See,
just
Marlena?
a spectator.
1974.
1974.
Yeah, my mom was a kid too. Wait, so this is your first year with them?
This is my first year with Nick's Comedy Stop. I really had to pinch myself being able to take it over because it's such a historic club.
Yeah.
But I had Jim McHugh of the Boston Comedy Festival and his friend Joey Carroll put a good word in for me, and
Nice.
I'm glad I got to bring my circle of friends back into the city of Boston.
That's cool. So, what's your backstory before Nick's? What was going on?
I was just a fan. I was just a comedy fan driving up and down Route 1 in the North Shore in Saugus with Kowloon and Prince Pizza has Giggles Comedy Club.
Right, Giggles. Right,
I would
exactly.
just see names on the marquee and be like, these are people I've been watching for years and hoping one day to make it in the building myself. And,
Yeah.
Did you see the new rendition of the Kowloon that's going to be put up?
yeah.
What are your thoughts? Just curious.
Well, I don't think anything will compare to the original. It's like when
Right.
they try to throw a sequel into a classic movie or something, but it still has history itself. And
Yeah.
and I mean, I might be meeting someone there tonight actually for a little late night snack. One of the comedians. And
Don't talk about food now.
I know my stomach's been growling. I wanted to blame it on Marlena.
She brings this delicious. I had to pick her up and bring her here. She brings this delicious soup into my car, and I'm smelling it all the way down here, and I'm like, damn. I haven't eaten since breakfast, but that's all right. That's a typical day for me.
Over it.
Yeah, we have a show called Fun with Food too. So sometimes we have a lot of food. Those are the best shows because we get to eat during the show. But other than that, no, we have to wait until like midnight or something to get a bite to eat. But that's life in the fast lane, right, Marlena? And usually, of course, there's nothing really healthy to eat late at night. So I'm glad she brought her soup. That's good. That's good.
Especially after Halloween, we're gonna be eating peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cups and
God.
Reese's.
We started Halloween early for us, and it's like I should not have that much candy. Like when I was younger, I'm like I could eat this whole bag. No, my stomach's already hurting after 4.
4,
Like
yeah, you don't have the
4. I'm
stomach
like,
they used to there, girl.
I don't know
You
how
don't.
these kids do it. They're like, you want another one? Do not even look at me.
Yeah, but then you can tell that they're not going to feel good later on.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
I
not.
already had, like, within 30 minutes, some kids were like, my stomach hurts.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would.
And you got a lot to deal with when it comes to those kids, right?
He was Matthew was also talking about he was a teacher before, so we were chiming in on how I do watch kids and how he was a teacher, and it's tough. Kids are tough, you know, and God bless them if you have them.
Well, I mean, Matt, do you think they're tougher now, or?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I stopped teaching before peanut allergies became a big thing.
Became a big thing.
Before the parents.
I know.
Were on
Now
their
we got to buy
kids'
2
side
types of
instead the
candies.
teachers.
You got to buy peanut friendly and peanut unfriendly.
You're right.
How long ago was that?
It was right after 9/11. Actually, that was actually a very big groundbreaking moment in my teaching career because a lot of the students I had, we were only a couple miles away from where we are in the studio right now, and it was around that time. And it was tough for everybody. Katrina, that was all around.
Where the 2000s were not very friendly to anything.
No, they weren't.
It was terrorism, big hurricanes. I mean, New Orleans almost got wiped out.
Yeah.
Katrina. So, next comedy stop. Now it's a nightclub too. It's inside Venue Nightclub.
Yes.
Right. So,
Nice.
how often do you have the comedy specials, and when do they have them usually?
We have them every Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
And we have a hard out at 9:30, which usually isn't too strict because they like to prepare for the opening of, like you said, Icon Nightclub and Venue Nightclub. So when we get out of our comedy shows, whether it's a big crowd or not, there's always at least 600 people waiting to get into the nightclub.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like,
Sometimes I look back and take a picture and I'm like, wow, we looked back
do
tonight.
a lot of people stay for the nightclub, or they just decide to go and?
I haven't noticed that yet in my
okay.
short time there, but I always talk people into staying if it's a younger college crowd or not.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, they have to buy another admission though, right?
Oh, I'm sure because they're strict with the
Cover
security.
charge.
Sometimes even coming into our comedy shows, you feel like you're going through TSA, and there's a reason for that, you know.
I'm like, yo, back up.
Yeah, right.
Like,
She used to do security.
I used to do security myself, so I understood the security side, right? But then when I turned 21, I'm 26 now. So when I was going out, and they would like look at me like, okay, where's your ID? And then they take your ID and they go to your face because it's like, do you really look like it? You know, and I get it. You know, I totally get it. I used to be one. I used to look in people's pockets like, nope, you're not bringing this in. Thank you. Like, they would hate it.
You're mean.
They try to sneak in their own alcohol and everything. And
Yeah, of course they are.
I get a little upset with my door guys. They're like my children, but I understand what they're doing. I mean, you never know what somebody's bringing in, and you gotta keep it safe. You know?
Yeah.
And of course, security has to deal with pre-gamers too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we start early, so we got people pre-gaming.
Not only that, there's a lot of people that would drink in the line.
Yep.
So if you're drinking in the line and we catch you drinking in the line, you're automatically out.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. Oh, I wasn't even in the venue. Do you
the only
understand
place you can do that
can't
is
drink in
football
public?
games. That's it.
You can't even drink in public. And on top of that, before you're going in the venue, you're drinking as well and knowing that like you're on the property. So they don't get that part at all.
It's amazing the substances we see, even outside of the club on the sidewalk.
It must be sad though.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah,
People.
it's probably pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And most people usually behave though. Most people. It's always a couple here and there.
Every night you got to prepare for something
Yeah,
to pop
those
up.
one or two or three that always got to act up or be different or be obnoxious.
But it takes up the whole night.
Yeah.
does.
Well,
It
actually,
takes
the
up
worst
those 2 to
thing
3
the worst
people.
thing for a comedy club is hecklers.
Oh, yeah.
Because
What's
it throws
that?
off the timing. A heckler is somebody who kind of talks back to the comedian on stage. It throws off timing for most comedians. So hecklers are the people that act up, before or after or whatever. But hecklers are the ones that are really the problem. So all comedians deal with hecklers differently. Okay, but I'm sure that there's been a couple of times when a heckler actually really disrupted so much that the comedian was like, "Screw it." And just like kind of
Really?
switch. It happens.
We've
happens.
had it. We've had
I'm
it.
Yeah.
sure you have. What happens in a situation like that? I mean, and the comedian just totally destroys his set. Do you feel bad for them, or maybe they didn't have enough training to handle the heckler? How do you feel about that?
I always feel bad for the performers if they can't go through it. A lot of them are professional, and they know how to handle the situation. But when you see someone get totally flustered in any aspect,
Right.
you feel bad for them. But
Right.
I got to be honest, a lot of my guys that I book at Nick's, they truck right through it. And some of the women are the best ones.
Really?
Hey.
The women get if there's a male heckler in the front and they're with their girlfriend, sometimes you're gonna have to imagine the woman and man are fighting
We
on the way
know.
home because the
We know.
woman stuck up for them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angela. She's like, thanks for the entertainment while I drive.
Okay, very good. So, comedy, obviously, we need comedy. We need to laugh. Laughter is therapy.
Yeah.
Okay, and the ideas of comedy clubs haven't been around for very long, really. When we go back into the 50s, like Lenny Bruce and stuff like that. That's roughly when it kind of became more mainstream. Because before that, it really wasn't. It was usually part of vaudeville, but it wasn't a standalone, right? But now it's become a really big business. We do have a lot of comedy clubs. I think it's sort of started becoming big business back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh,
And then they even segued to stadiums with Andrew Dice Clay and all those other. I think Andrew Dice Clay was the first one to sell out stadiums, right? Not stadiums.
Twice, Madison Square Garden.
Madison,
twice.
yeah, those type of stadiums. Yeah, big venues. So that now, and yes, I think some are doing stadiums now
Yep.
too. And you've got some really successful touring comedians too, like Fluffy and others like
We
that.
love Fluffy.
We love Fluffy.
Yeah, we love him so much. I've seen him twice. Oh, no, once. Yeah, I've seen him once.
We're down in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
And
Mohegan Sun.
I love-
Is it Mohegan
I'm a-
Sun or Foxwoods. One of the two.
Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan
And
Sun, okay.
it was, I can laugh. Like, if you get me laughing, that's it. Like, I'm making everybody else laugh. They're like, is this girl drunk? No. I'm a character. Like, it comes out of me sometimes.
There you
Like,
go. So
Gonna have to get you 5 minutes.
obviously with comedy, you
Thank
need
you, thank
people. You need an audience. Otherwise, it usually doesn't go over very well.
No.
How did COVID hit the comedy scene? How did it affect it? And it looks like they bounced back, but how long did it take to bounce back?
Well, social distancing went on for a while. It was just the whole point of any of the younger comedians or the ones that were just starting to thrive in their career were going from being excited to being inside a venue to working in like one of those pavilion tents in the parking lot of the venue or something. And there was a lot of what we're doing here tonight, a lot of podcasts, and
Right.
they were calling them like online comedy shows. And it was tough. And a lot
But
of
does
people
that
broke
really
the
work?
rules.
Did that really work? I mean, when you don't have the live audience interaction for a stand-up,
No, it
Yeah, I
didn't
was
work. And a
gonna say.
lot of the
No.
people, I mean, they were doing drive-in movie theater shows where you had to stay in your
Mm.
car, and instead of laughing, they were honking the horn and stuff. It was very tough.
That
all the
was
neighbors like, "What the hell is there? A
creative,
traffic
though.
jam out there or what?"
Very
I know, and you
creative.
just had to go along with it. You don't know, because the audience's energy is part of the performance
Exactly,
set,
exactly,
you know?
yeah.
I'd rather go
They
to
thrive off
a
it.
live comedy show and get that. Like, I feel like going to a comedy show is a night out.
Yeah.
You're enjoying yourself. You're with people. You may meet someone there because you're laughing at the same jokes. Oh, can you believe this a-hole? Like,
Absolutely.
Can't say it online, but you know what I mean. Like, you probably leave. If no one's messing with you through the whole night, you probably leave with a good energy because it's high energy.
Oh, and that's some of the guys that I've been working with for years that have come into Boston now. You're getting tourists too, you know? A lot of the stuff we do in the North Shore or the South Shore is just subject to that demographic. When you're in downtown Boston, like Nick's Comedy Stop, you're getting, I mean, we've had people from Iceland in the audience.
Oh, nice.
The other night we had somebody from Iran in the audience,
Oh,
and
cool.
they enjoyed themselves, and
Right.
you're getting to show them I mean, a little bit of what we do. Just even not pronouncing our R's is going to get a chuckle out of them. You know?
Exactly, because they're not used to hearing it all the time.
What's something educational? Sorry, Michael. I know
That's
you're.
okay. No, good.
What's something educational? Sorry. What's something educational can you tell someone that wants to get into your field? Like, where should they start?
Well, confidence is the first thing. And I mean, I'm not saying that myself. I had people coach me for years. I'm still being coached. And confidence is the number one thing, because you can go to sleep thinking you have Don Rickles set, and then if you go in front of an audience, you can black out. You can just blank out and not know what you're saying. Confidence is key. And appearance, I mean, dressing like a bum isn't really going to get you there unless that's your shtick.
Yeah.
And I feel like, all the stage presence is key, and just writing new material and not copying other people's material. That's something.
Yes, that's a big no-no.
That's a no-no in anything.
Yes, absolutely. And I know some comics actually have bits about other comics stealing their bits.
Yeah,
That's
you
just
get
kinda-
hijacked.
you
And
get- it's a very big. It's like really taboo. Pete says he knows stuff about Fluffy that we don't know, or something like that. I read it quickly.
Well, keep that, Pete. Keep that.
Yeah. I was going to say, Pete. Let's dig some dirt. So, okay, national, local. Tell us some of your favorite locals that you work with.
I mean, I would be a jerk to not mention almost all of the guys from Giggles Comedy Club. Mike Clark runs a great club. He's kind of been my coach. Chris Flayhive with CPF Productions. And they've introduced me to people such as Lenny Clark, Paul D'Angelo, Paul Gilligan, your buddy Dave Russo, who is one of my close friends. And these guys have taken me under their wing and also have expanded from New England, where they're on the national scene. So it's great, because when you bring in someone into Nick's Comedy Stop and you mention them, they're like, all right, I like working for this guy. He's already had these people on his stage. And it's the camaraderie is huge. There's always a wrench in the wheel, and we work through it if there's somebody that's maybe like a little bitter of stage time or something. But these guys have been doing it tight together, like I said, since the 70s, and that shows a lot of promise.
Yeah.
Great. And so how about national? I mean, even if they haven't appeared at Nick's, who are your favorite national comedians at this point?
My favorite national are guys like Shane Gillis. I love his humor. I love that he can kind of put stuff politically without really hurting any feelings. And if he does, it's comedy, and that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
I have a gentleman by the name of Quinn Dale that I've been using at Nick's Comedy Stop. And I mean, some people frown upon
We've
his
heard
comedy.
that name before. When we were down at the Martha's Vineyard Comedy Festival a couple of years ago, one of the main host there mentioned Quinn Dale.
And he is amazing.
Is he? Okay, I got to check him out, because I haven't
He can
seen
scratch the surface of like racism or political stuff, but then I look at his audience, and the people that you think would be upset are the ones laughing and taking pictures with him, because we need to laugh. You don't want to go too far. You don't never want anyone saying something.
It's a very thin line, unfortunately, these days. If you want to talk about someone that seems to be able to handle it with a certain flair and finesse, I like Josh Johnson.
Oh yeah.
He seems to know how to interact with an audience very well, sedate. He doesn't really try to create controversy. He's more of an observant comic, and he seems to change it up all the time. So he's very whatever the topic is of the day, he can turn it into comedy. And his mannerisms and his delivery are really spot on. The guy recently sold out 10 shows at the Wilbur.
Wow.
10 shows.
Those are probably the nights I had a low audience count, but right across the street.
Well, I'm just saying. I think he's got his own show in the future. Right, he's part of the Comedy Central team right now.
I appreciate people like that, where they're not, biased, and if they are even biased, they can have a little chuckle about it and not make somebody, like you said, feel offended.
His delivery is sort of like
off the handles with it.
He talks about something, and he delivers it, and the audience has to kind of derive their own thoughts from it.
Yeah, and that's the way comedy should be. I mean,
and it's still funny in his delivery. That's the thing. That's the point. Yeah, but he doesn't he doesn't show too. There is a little bias. I'm not going to say there isn't, but
there is with everything now.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, exactly. There is a little bias, but he delivers it with a nice smile. He sugarcoats it. Let's just put it there. He kind of sugarcoats. He makes it palatable for you to swallow it. A lot of people will not swallow certain comedians, like on the left side, like Jimmy Kimmel. and then Rob Schneider on the other side. But their delivery is harsh. They know their target audience, and we're going to stick with that because it's working for them. But someone like Josh Johnson is more friendly. He delivers for a mainstream audience, a little bit of everything. But yes, he is a little on the bias side. But
Angela said, shout out to Ibis Bonetti from the North End.
Love Ivana Bonetti. She's great. She's great.
Yes.
So yes, comedians. It's a tough life, though, isn't it?
It is a tough life.
It's a hard
and you got to make
life.
sure everyone gets along too, And Mike, you were just talking about national headliners, and those guys have made it there. They have their following, they have their shtick. Rob Schneider, Jimmy Kimmel. They're focused on their demographic.
Right.
But I think a lot of the local talent gets cut out, and I mean, they're hilarious too. Some of these people that have been doing it since the 70s and 80s aren't as inept with the technology, with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then you watch them and you're like, these guys are better than some of the ones that are selling out the theaters. And I'm glad that I've got to be taken under the wing by some of those people.
Cool. We're gonna take a look at a few slides here. So this is Nick's right here.
That's a big face.
What angle is? Okay, is this? I'm trying to think. Is this near the? I can't even see where the angle is on this.
This is in the left corner of the downstairs room.
Oh, this is Icon. That's why I don't know.
Icon.
Okay, all right. So you use both upstairs and downstairs now, or just downstairs?
I use whatever the gatemans let me use. They're very nice. They always keep me updated.
That's why I didn't recognize those.
Be on.
Icon. Okay, cool.
But it's sometimes there's a party upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Sean
know this
Sullivan.
is venue. This is definitely venue.
That's venue. That was a great night. I mean, I remember walking out that night and being like, I hope every night's like this.
Yeah.
We've been on that stage before, Marlena, several times. Swim Boston. That's our first Swim Boston was on that stage.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that.
You weren't around for that. And then, let's see, our Fashion Awards was there back in like the mid 2000 teens. It was there too. All right. Well, this guy, okay.
Harrison
Now I'm going to have nightmares. Okay.
Perfect theme.
Now, coming up this week, and actually coming up tomorrow, tell us about this. Alex here, coming up tomorrow.
Alex Jim Papa, very great guy from Comedy Studio in Cambridge. He runs that club. We've tried to kind of collaborate together.
Nice.
Just down to earth, hilarious guy. That's a family guy. He told me, he communicated with me all week that he's going to be trick-or-treating and heading right to the show, but he's big on promotion, and I think we're going to have a great show tomorrow night. I'm excited.
Excellent.
Kendra Landsberg. We have.
Are you sold out or no?
We're close to. We got some big ticket sales today. I think people are kind of doing what Alex is doing.
They probably waited to hear the weather report first.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we can go out tomorrow night.
They're like,
After
if
the
Matt
kids
Misci's involved, there's going to be rain.
Let's get the kids out of the way first before you go out there. That's what we got to do. Okay, and then we got a big one coming up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's tomorrow. Okay, this one. What's up?
Frank Santos Jr., whose dad pretty much perfected the R-rated hypnotism. His son took it over. He will be returning after a very good show in April of this year. And, I mean, it's amazing. I've worked with Frank plenty of times. It's almost too mysterious of what he does.
I've seen his father.
Yeah.
Marlena, we got to go.
I want to invite all of you guys.
We got to go.
If you
know why we got to go?
Performer team, you already know.
That's right.
Hit us up.
But you know why we got to go? Frank won too.
Yes.
For best alternative performer.
Yes.
So we got to go. We got to go check him out.
You heard that?
Yes, we got to go check it out.
You got to show up November 22nd.
Yes.
November 22nd. I mean, doors open at 6:30. Come up, get a little buzz on with some loudmouth soup, and just watch what Frank does. It's mystifying.
I'm looking forward to that. So we can give him his plaque that night. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
We'll take a picture together with Junior.
Nobody tell him.
No, we won't tell him.
I think he knows it's coming anyway. Actually, you know what? We're not going to give him a plaque. We're going to give him 2 plaques.
Ooh.
He won last year too. I just remembered that.
And we haven't seen him.
He hasn't gotten the last.
We haven't seen him. We haven't
seen him yet. Yeah.
So he's like Manny Ramirez, not cashing in his checks there. All right, Frank Santos Jr.
That's a good one. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I mean, it's good that people like this exist.
Yeah.
Because without them, life would be pretty freaking boring.
I was just gonna say, like, this is your first year. When is it gonna mark your 1 year anniversary with?
December 21st.
December 21st.
1 year
so
that
about
I've had
a month after Frank.
Yes,
is on set.
and that I feel like that's a great accomplishment. Not only that, but you have so much knowledge within this. So it's like you went from education to barbering to now owning essentially like secondhand primary contact for the comedy club.
Yep.
But why?
Why?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Why?
Well-
Why did you get into comedy?
I really can't say it was for any reason other than I loved watching what people were doing, managing the clubs, creating camaraderie. I mean, not to make this a doom and gloom, but when my dad passed away, I had every comedian at my father's wake and funeral, to the point where relatives I don't know were reaching out saying, I sat at that table with the comedians. I had so much fun, and this is my father's funeral.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the friends that I've made in this business. I mean, a lot of them are owed stage time for the dues they put in, and they've given me so many opportunities that I feel like I'm able to do that with them. I mean, even my girlfriend, who I'm headlining this Saturday, she's hilarious. I get to provide a vessel for everyone to come out, and just like you said, Marlena, we need times to laugh and get away from life's frustrations, whether it's the weather, family battles, sickness. And you get to come out and laugh, and that's what we have to do.
Right.
And you got to be there. I mean, even the talk show, when people have like Letterman or Jimmy Fallon have people on doing their 5-10 minute sets of comedy, it's kind of a break from all the political stuff, you know, and you get to laugh.
But you have so much education where you are already dabbling in the industry, like, and then now you like a manager. Like, where did this come from?
It just came from my ability with even like sports. I mean, you look at something like fantasy football now. I felt like I was doing that years ago when my dad was my hockey coach. I was picking the players to put on our summer teams and seeing who gelled with each other, the chemistry. And I feel like that works in every sports organization, whether it's women's sports, men's sports. Why can't it work with
shout out to
comedy?
the women, because we're out here now.
Oh, I'm going to give a big, huge shout out to women in comedy, too. The Christine Hurleys, the Carolyn Plumbers, Kelly McFarland's, Annie Powell's. They're people that are doing it and, you know, making a name for themselves, and they're not being classified as a female comedian.
Actually,
they're a performer.
A few of those names have appeared on our nominees list for the Nighttime Awards, too, as well.
Awesome.
Oh, I love all of them.
Speaking of the Nighttime Awards, Marlena, I think you get some hardware next year.
I mean, I still want to know more about.
Oh yeah,
what
we're
you
still
got
going to talk about more.
I mean,
but we want to give him we want to see him smiling for a little while too. for the rest of the
you know, you've been around for some time, but it may not have been this exact field. You know so many people. I feel like this is a great contribution, not only for, you know, Nick's Comedy Stop, but everybody else that is in your, you know,
Why don't you let him open it? There you go.
within your, you know, realm. So this is a contribution to them. So this is the Nighttime 2025.
That's the face I wanted to see. There we go. Look at that.
Right here.
There
And
you go.
know something? Someone usually accepts an award, and I mean, there's always to give shout outs to people. The history that comes along with Nick's Comedy Stop, I'm very proud of this award, but it goes far beyond my less than a year leadership in the club.
Yes.
I mean, it's the home to the birthplace of comedy in my eyes, with Don Gavin, the godfather of Boston
I remember
comedy.
him. Yeah.
Jay Leno, Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, and I'm just Matt Misci, the guy with Dave Russo's Scally cap on. But to take over jump in the saddle in a club with that much history, I hit the ground with my feet running, and I'm in fifth gear, and I'm glad I have a team around me.
Congratulations. I mean,
Thank you so much.
Within a year or whatever, how many years you're part of this is well deserved. We want to educate people every single time when we give either if it's an open nomination, you're on a nominees list, or you get an award. So we have someone asking, who chooses the nominees? How does this work, Michael?
Okay, it's almost the same as the Fashion Awards. We have open nominations every year. It's usually right at the beginning of September, give or take, for this. And open nominations means anybody can say, I want to nominate this person for that category, that person.
Or yourself.
Or yourself even. If you're an entertainer and maybe like, hey, I'd like to make sure they know who I am, or we take all these names, places, venues, and we look at every single one of them. Hundreds in the Nighttime Awards cases.
And we try to get people that are well educated within the categories, because
Meaning they know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. We're not just putting people in there if you did something 10 years ago.
Right, and that's
You know
another
what
thing
I
too.
mean?
You have to
Like
have
that,
done. You have to have done something pertinent in the last year.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Like, if you're relevant and you're still working your buttocks off within a year, you would be like, okay, I can consider myself. I've been working. I've been doing stuff. But if you're like, you still got that egotistical, I still do things, I should still be counted for.
I think that's the first time you said buttocks in any of our podcasts.
Hey,
I'm gonna take that and make it a
I never
meme.
put anyone in the pool.
The butt
I want the
talks.
public to put the people in the pool because they're the ones that are educational.
Right.
Those are the ones that know
Right.
what they're talking
But
about.
then we have a nominating committee.
Yes.
And we go through all the names and we decide, well, this person did amazing this year, that did too, and then we come down to the final 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to let people also know that the Nighttime Awards used to be called the Nightlife Awards. Okay. But we segue to nighttime to cover more ground in Boston, to include hotels, theaters, all that stuff, not just the nightlife. So there's a little bit of everything in there, everything for everybody. Once it gets dark, that's what the Nighttime Awards covers. Okay, so it's all about, like you said earlier, Matt, releasing, finding something to do to offset the stress in your life, et cetera, et cetera. Comedy does that. The dance clubs do that. The movie theaters, the live theater. Go out and see Frank Santos Jr.
Look at
Comedy
these people.
and, all that
Wonder
stuff.
why we want to even acknowledge these people. We're not just giving plaques because we want to be recognized. Trust me, I really do not. I do not need it any more than what I already have it for. But it feels good. It acknowledging people, putting them on a pedestal essentially, and giving them a platform to tell your story. Or shout out some great comedians. I mean, this is something where Michael.
Yeah, we have 2 comedy categories, obviously.
Yeah.
We have the comedian, and we have the comedy club, both of them.
Yeah.
And this was their best comedy club. Okay, so that's what they wanted.
And I still have that paper, so if you want me to bring the paper, I can give you
Wow,
that little
thank
paper
you.
that we had when we shout them out. But Michael's been doing this for over 20 years. He first started the music.
I was with the first Boston Music Awards. That
Yeah.
was way more than 20 years. That was in the 80s, late 80s, that I first started. And that I learned from that, and then I got involved with the Nightlife Awards, and then the Boston Fashion Awards, and then the Nighttime Awards came after that. So yeah, we've been doing this for a while. I've been doing it for a while. Actually,
Yeah.
Marlena has too. Marlena is now the event director for both the Nighttime Awards and the Boston Fashion
Yeah.
Awards, and Swim Boston. Although Swim Boston's not an award show. It's just like, let's have fun in the
it's an
summertime.
event, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's brought me under his wing to educate me and said, "Hey, Marlena, there's gonna be 2 sides of the spectrum, and you got to be able to float above one and with one, and you can understand which one I'm talking about going above. But the people that do stay around and want to continue to support us and give us awesome vibes, and like you said, those people that are around you cheering you on to be the best manager that you can. Thank you to the ones that continue to support people like Matt and the comedy clubs and the comedians, giving them a platform, giving a place to say their jokes, and Performer giving this a highlight and embodiment for the community.
Very good. Matt, thank you so much for coming here tonight. I hope when we go there on the 22nd, we're going to see that posted, that plaque somewhere.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
You're going to be my guests of honor.
Thank you very much.
You
We
might
appreciate
have
that.
to get hypnotized and just tell me all
I
what
am
I want
getting
to.
hypnotized.
No, I
I'll
want to
definitely-
on the 22nd.
You
if
wanna be
anybody,
hypnotized?
we got a couple seats, so if you want to come with us for the night, hit us up. We'll definitely want to bring you.
I'm sure I'll do something I'll regret. we don't want that. So don't forget tomorrow night.
Yes.
Please check this one out. If you weren't planning on going out tomorrow night, it looks like it's going to be a fairly, maybe a little windy, but that's no big deal. So check that out tomorrow night, and then again the 22nd, Frank Santos Jr. will definitely be there this time. I'm planning. I'm gonna put it in my calendar right after we finish.
Yeah,
Okay?
we got to take pictures with our plaques.
That's
Hey.
there you go. There you go. That's what we got to do. Yes. As a matter of fact, it's like Tom Brady with the Super Bowl rings.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
right.
you have all the plaques lined up. All right. Thank you very much, Matt, for coming out in this crazy
Thank you
weather
so
and
much, Mike.
visiting us. And we can't wait to see you in about, what 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So, hey, listen, next week, we're going to do a special again on the Boston Fashion Awards. So you got to tune in, same time, same place. We're crazy. We're doing a broadcast, right before our show, and we got so much going on.
And if you still want your award, we still have your award.
Yes, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
We're not throwing them away.
We're not
We're not throwing them away, but if you want it.
We like to. Well, we don't like to just hand out an award at the show. We'd like to give you a chance to talk about what you do, how you do it,
Yeah.
why you do it, all that stuff.
Well, my grandmother
important.
used to give us blank birthday cards so we could reuse them. At least these really have your name on them. We're not going to
really
reuse
do.
the
Oh,
award.
They
my
really do.
goodness.
All right, everyone, that's it for tonight. We hope you stay dry in the Boston area and enjoy the weekend coming up and go to a comedy club. Laugh a little, right? Right. Good night, everyone.
NixComedyStop.com.
There you go. Nick's
Where
Comedy
can they
Stop.
find you?
That's what she just said.
NixComedyStop.com.
That's
Every
it.
Friday and
Woo,
Saturday.
you got
There you
'em.
go. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.